Hey guys, this is Grace of GB Maltese, and I've been having this question quite a bit lately on what I use in my tips to keep diamond painting without having to continually change out my wax or replace it and that sort of thing. Because I diamond paint for hours and don't have to do any of that. Very seldom do I have to add anything to it. And I'm going to show you what I use. In my single placer, I use the micro dots. It's the fine detailing. It says permanent. It's not permanent. I'll explain more about that in a minute. But it's from Glue Dots, and I'll put a link below. I get this on Amazon, and I can't remember, it was between $4 and $6 for this package. And I still have this, all of this still left. I've had this for well over a year, year and a half. I haven't used it all up. And that's doing a lot of diamond painting, and it's just because you don't have to keep changing it. What I use in my multi-placers are this Quake Hold Museum Putty. Again, off of Amazon. Very inexpensive. And you get a lot of it. A very dear friend of mine sent this to me to try out, and I love this stuff. I didn't use all of this. She wasn't gonna. She was using it in a different kind of pen, and she said that she wasn't going to use it anymore. So she sent what she had left over to me, and I thought, okay, I'm going to try these in my multi-placers. It's fantastic. Okay, if you have blue tack or something like that, that will work also. But this is what I'm using. Just these two items. Very inexpensive, and they're going to last a long time. So that's what I have, excuse me, in this pen. I've got my Glue Dots here. I've got my Earthquake Museum Putty in this end. Very soft. So I thought I'm going to show you how to load your pens. I have found that the only multi-placers I will use now are these bendy ones. And my favorite single placer are the bendy ones that I get from Everlasting Tips. I also like their straight tips. But the bendies, if you have, this makes multi-placing so much easier. I've done a video on that, but I cannot say how much I love them enough. And from now until March 1st, 2022, if you put Grace15 in the code when you check out, you'll save 15%. I don't get anything. It's just Nicole is so kind to let my subscribers or my watchers to get that. So, if you haven't subscribed, by the way, please do so. I would love to have you. On this little strip, you will see little tiny dots. I think you can see those on there. Gotta stop moving around in my hand. Okay, I see that one right there. Okay, they're little tiny little dots, and that's what you're going to scoop up. This tip is empty. I'll do one of my bendy tips, so I'm going to be using that. And you just scoop a few dots in there. Okay, and what I do is I go in, scoop it up, and just kind of roll it in there with my thumb. Go to the next dot, scoop it up, push it on in there. And these Everlasting Tips are deeper than the other ones. That's one reason they work so much better. They're a little wider and deeper, so they're easy to load up. Very easy. Let's scoop another one. I think I've got about four or five. I wasn't counting. And I'm going to just scoop one more, so it'll last me a while. Now, the thing about this, if you get to where it's not so sticky anymore, you don't have to pull all those dots out. Just go in and scoop another one in there. Don't have to replace it. Okay, so I'm going to rub this on my palm of my hand like this, because it will be very sticky. And if it gets real sticky while you're working, just do what I did. Now, I've been working on cute little cupcake from Spell Queen. And let me just put a couple down to show you how this works. I always use my silicone release papers to keep, so I can just lay this down, okay? And then you just pick one up, set it down. It gives a nice satisfying pop, as you can hear. And you will keep going like this for a long time. And if it gets to where it's too sticky and you can't get it to come off, just rub it in your hand. And if it gets to where it's not sticking, just go and add you another dot in there. That's all you have to do. You don't have to take all that out. At some point, if it gets real dry, the whole wad will come out when it's dry enough. You don't have to go digging this out, because you don't want to be digging in these with anything metal and ruining it. So, that's all you have to do. Now, let's look at the multi-placer. You can get glue dots in lines, and I tried it with these, and it worked okay, but it was almost too sticky for me to get the dots off. So, I thought, I need to try something different. And that's when I thought, I'm going to try this museum clay. And all I did was just stick it down in there, anywhere. Stick it and kind of scoop. Just kind of scoop some up. And just press it in there and take off what you don't need. Stick it back down. Okay. I want to mush it on in there. And it's not quite to this level edge, so I'm going to add a little bit more. Just going to stick it down in there again. I'm going to mush it on down and just kind of pull that off. Stick it on there. So, that's pretty good. It just comes right off. Just kind of smoothing it down. And I just got the extra, and you can stick it there or throw it away. Sometimes I throw it away if it's just the little small pieces. Now, when I go to pick these up, and this is a 4-placer. I have this in right now. I had that other in my 3-placer. So, all you have to do, let's go in just a little bit. I've got this in here. I'm just going to come down here and pick some dots up. See how nicely it picked them up? And then I'm going to just set them down. That's it. And you saw how easily they came off. And this will last. I've been multi-placing on this one and on another one I had before this. I may add a little bit in there. I don't pull anything out. Like I said, let me go down in here. Let me go. There we go. I need a straight line. 4. I've been used to picking up 3. Okay. There we've got our 4. And I'm going to take it down here and just place it. This, I have glue dots in this one. It will work in, oh, I'm sorry, in this one. Let me pull you back out. So, I use only the Everlasting Tips. Those are my favorite. They're easy to get all of this in there, and they're going to last forever. And you can take them out and change them into other pens. You don't have to leave them there. And you can go in multi-place or single place to your heart's content. And it's going to last a long time. See? How nicely they went down there. And it doesn't leave any mess on the tops of your drills. It also picks up AB drills. I've done ABs with this, no problem with both of them, glue dots and the earthquake putty. Just simple to use. Real simple. See how clean those are? So I will put links down below to the micro dots, to the earthquake hold, and to these everlasting tips. So if you want to have a setup like this, and you can diamond paint for a long time. You're not going to have to keep, oh my gosh, I've only been diamond painting 5 minutes and I need to put some more of that pink wax in. Or I've tried all kinds of waxes, guys. I've tried it all. But probably other putties would work. Waxes just don't seem to work as well for me. I've tried them, and I used to use those things, but this right here is a winning combination. So, let me know what you think. Tell me if you have other ideas. Tell me if you've ever done this combination before. Let me know what you think. And if this helped you at all, please let me know, and like the video and subscribe if you haven't. I'd really appreciate that. You guys take care. Love you. God bless. I hope you're doing finer than frogs here. Bye.